Yo, what is going on, everybody? Carnage back here again, and today I have a brand new review for you. But before I get into that, just want to say to whomever packed it in this, I really hate you, because that's just such a disrespectful thing to do to the brand new Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four First Steps. This was one of two figures I pre-ordered from the Wave. I pre-ordered him and the Thing, which I really like that. That's really cool. In case you guys didn't know. Very cool little detailing thing, Invisible Woman, Human Torch. Really good promo shot of Mr. Fantastic there, and as you can tell, it is kind of a little bent, and the plastic is kind of warped right here. Now, he looks perfectly fine. Is very beat up right there too. I do like the old classic looking logo, which, I mean, I'm opening this anyway, but I mean, still, I was planning on keeping these boxes just because, I mean, they look fantastic. Yes, there was a joke in there, and I'm sorry if it didn't land, but yeah, pre-ordered this one and or not Mr. Fantastic, the Thing at the exact same time, but the Thing's not supposed to be here until like almost the 20th, which stupid because this and that are from the same wave, so I don't understand that. But anyway, getting way too lost in detail. Let me just open this guy up just because I'm very excited because I've seen a lot of great reviews on this guy so far, so let's get right into it. And something I did kind of want to point out that I just noticed, but it's actually showing all the logos for all the characters on the back right there. Because, see, Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Thing. Which I thought that was a pretty cool detail that, I didn't notice at first. And the logo's also right there too, so maybe when I get the Thing I can, see if it had the exact same thing with the other one. And gonna start off with the accessories first. He comes with two fisted hands, which pretty basic. Black paint on the bottom for the black that's on the opposite side of the glove, which is pretty cool. And then he also did come with these two cool accessories, two elongated arms, and if I remember, like, it looks like it can bend like right there, but I think that's just where they connected this to this. So, and they are bendy, so that's pretty cool. Really good detailing on that, and I was really hoping that the hands were removable, but does not seem like they are. And here's the other one, which this one's more of like gripping. This one's more, reaching out, which pretty cool. Now getting on to the man of the hour, we have Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic, which, don't get me wrong, not the hugest fan of them picking Pedro Pascal, but that's just mostly because, I feel like they could have, done John Krasinski again, just because John Krasinski only had like, what, 5 minutes of screen time? But I mean, I will admit though, this Pedro Pascal had phenomenal. And just feeling the figure does have a little weight to him, like compared to, like the Walgreens one. Like, this one's definitely a little heftier, so this one, kind of hoping, very high quality. But I mean, just from what little I'm moving it around now, very buttery smooth. Let me see the logo real quick, just because I've seen a couple that have been a little goofed up, but this one looks pretty good. And I do like the whole detailing. This does actually kind of look a lot like a sweater, which I think is pretty cool. The pants, pretty cool. Really do like this. Like the padding, and then like the shoes also, like, I think this is the most detailed I've seen any shoe from Marvel Legends. Like, the little, just, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I would say it's a lace, but, not so sure. The little black dot right there, pretty cool. And, this, like, just in general, like, this is just a phenomenal looking figure. Like, it looks so realistic, too. And then belt, just pretty basic, in my opinion. Like I said, very good detailing all around on this. And then for the little, I don't know what it's supposed to be or what it's called, but it's basically like a communicator for you know, when you see them in the trailer and these keep going off. These are pretty cool, and I know that this also does come off, so if you don't want to have it on, you can remove it. I personally will be leaving it on just because, you know, like it's just really cool, and I'm just very excited for this movie, because, like, the Fantastic Four movies were one of my favorite growing up, so very excited about this. And something I haven't seen anyone really talk about is the bottom of the feet. I really do like the whole, you know, basically blue with like a stripe down the middle. That is very, very cool in my opinion. And like I said, head sculpt, phenomenal looking. I mean, a little bit of scuffed paint right there for the brown. Same thing kind of right there, but I mean, that's truthfully like the only thing I'm seeing wrong with this thing. Other than that, like, he is phenomenal. Now, getting on to the articulation, he looks up pretty damn far, looks down pretty far as well. Arms can go out slightly above a right angle, which is pretty good. I also do love the blue on this. Like, I know on camera it looks darker, but I mean, in person it's like a light shade of blue, and I really do like how it looks. But I mean, on camera too, it looks amazing as well. My gosh. It does have upper arm movement, full 360 of the arm, and then, you know, like the other Mr. Fantastic, i.e. this one, the arm is removable, and you can jab in one of the elongated arms, and then just have him kind of going like that. It's like 3D, whoosh! Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's actually the first time I think they've done something like that with a Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic movie figure since, you know, the 2005 one. Anyway, getting distracted. Has upper, you know, torso movement, basically like a titty crunch. I don't know what that's specifically called. He does have a waist swivel, which slightly above his waist, but I mean, still pretty cool. He can kick out. He can't kick out super far. Can't kick back very far either. He can kick out to the side pretty far too. Does not have drop-down hips from what it seems like. He has double jointed knees, and something I saw on Dan Who's review, it looks like there's supposed to be like an ankle swivel there, but there is not, so just be wary about that. And then, you know, as usual, he does have ankle pivot like every Marvel Legend. And like I mentioned earlier, like, so much detailing in this. Like, it's amazing, dude. And, like, the head sculpt, too, just looks so much like Pedro Pascal. Like, I mean, I'm not huge on the movie figures like I used to be, but, I mean, this is definitely a phenomenal one, and I do love how that looks. Now, going on to the comparison. So, going on to comparisons, here we have Pedro Pascal right in the middle, and then we also do have the Walgreens exclusive Mr. Fantastic, which is still my favorite comic version of Mr. Fantastic. I do also have the, Dan Slott version, I believe, if I remember correctly, like the one in the black and blue suit rather than the one that's in the blue and black suit. And then the oldest Fantastic Four figure I have, this is not one from my childhood. I never had a Mr. Fantastic figure growing up. I did have The Thing, Invisible Woman, and Human Torch, though. So weirdly, never got him. But, you know, here we have the original one, him, and then the new one. And they did not make a Miles Teller, I believe. Basically the one from Phantom Force Stick. They never made any of those in the figures, which, believable. It wasn't a fantastic movie. No pun intended. But here we have him next to the Walgreens exclusive Invisible Woman, which, like the Mr. Fantastic, one of my favorite ones. And they work pretty well in height together, I'd say. Not too bad. And then here we have him next to his best friend, The Thing, and like the height difference between these two, just immense. Like, so cool. Sorry, just getting very excited, just because, you know, I have been waiting for this movie for the longest time. And then because we can't have him without this guy. Here he is next to the Retrowave Human Torch. Alright, and I can't believe I forgot to grab this guy for a comparison, but this isn't the, green Doctor Doom. I do have that one. I just could not find him, so I just grabbed the white outfit one, which is basically the same one. But, still very, very excited for that because, this is the Doctor Doom I'm assuming we're going to be getting in Secret Wars. And I'm so excited for Doomsday, man. Like, there are very few movies I, get super excited for, but that one, I am. And then for the last comic book comparison, here we have the Silver Surfer. And we are going to be getting a Silver Surfer in this movie. I don't remember what the actress's name is, but let me just say, she does very well in that role. It so good, man. And then for the last comparison, just because, the Illuminati is something, that's a big part of Marvel, and we've already technically gotten 3, 4, we've actually gotten all the members technically in, live action now. So all I'm saying is might be a possibility in the future, just because we have gotten a Black Bolt in Multiverse of Madness, Namor in Wakanda Forever, Patrick Stewart, Professor X, also in Multiverse of Madness. Who else? And, Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, and now we have our baby boy Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, which, something else I wanted to see, just for, comparison's sake, that I forgot to do earlier. Here is the comic one's not really fitting on there too well. It does leave quite a bit of gappage. But, that means that it can fit perfectly on this head, or this body, which, that doesn't look too bad, actually. That looks pretty decent. And then, just because of the fact that, I was also kind of curious about this, but as you can see, this head does not fit there. I mean, you can probably customize it too, and then, because, let me just say, what was his name? Lone Gruffin? Something like that? Don't quite remember. And then, kind of same thing, that, but I mean, no neck. Kind of looks like he's, gonna be sneaking. Gonna be, oh, just something like that. That was stupid and cringy, I apologize. But yeah, this is definitely a pretty good figure, and I'm very excited to get the rest of the wave, because I didn't pre-order Human Torch or Invisible Woman, or the Silver Surfer, just because, money. So I just pre-ordered the two I was the most excited about, which was Mr. Fantastic and The Thing. And like I mentioned earlier, The Thing will be coming later this month. So very excited for it, and yeah, I'm also very excited for this movie as well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to have a tell me something you're excited about for the new Fantastic Four movie, or something you're hoping to see in the movie. But anyway, getting sidetracked like I usually do, so I'm just going to cut the video off here. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.